Hello! We are going to do more questions today, and of course, there is laundry all around me because it's laundry day. I will be stuffing diapers as I do this because I'm a mom and that's my life, and honestly, it's a great way to stay busy while I'm making a recording. Yay, multitasking! Huzzah! Alright, so let me check what my first question is here really quick. What is the best thing you can do for a person? Well, that is a super subjective question because it depends on the person. What might be useful or good for one person is obviously not going to be useful or good for another person. I tell you what, for me, the best thing that somebody could do for me is anything under the umbrella of helping me with my kiddo. So anything. Buying her clothes, helping me clean, keeping me company while I cook. I don't know. Any of that stuff, honestly, would be the best thing someone could do for me. Well, not the best thing, but, you know, like, realistically, not like, buy me a mansion, which I wouldn't even want a mansion, because then I'd have to fucking clean it, and furnish it, and, you know, pay property tax on it, and who the fuck wants to do that? Not me. Alright, what's the second question? Do you have a fetlife profile? Well, anon. I think that's an anon. Yep, that's an anon. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what a fetlife profile is. So, to answer your question, no, I don't have a fetlife profile. And I also don't even know what a am I saying that right? Hold on. I hit a thing. Fetlife profile is. I don't know what that means. So no, I do not. Anon asks, I like turning negative into positive. Oh, I like turning negatives into positives. Sorry, I'm paraphrasing. What is your example, for instance? What is the best part of you having EDS? Well, I'm really flexible, which is cool. And actually does occasionally have some benefits. Funny story, long before I was diagnosed, and also before my illness got really bad, because there's this weird thing with EDS where, like, you have it your whole life, you're born with it, but it doesn't really start to, like, take a toll on you until, like, your early 20s. For whatever reason, the disease just, like, ramps the fuck up in your early 20s. Don't know why. I'm not a geneticist or an expert. I am just a subject matter expert, but I am not an actual, like, scientific expert. But for whatever reason, it, like, seems to ramp up in your early 20s, and that's when most people get diagnosed, because all of a sudden they go from, like, oh, I kind of have a few issues here and there. What the fuck is this? To, oh my god, suddenly I can't walk. Or for some people, oh my god, suddenly I cannot sit up. So, depending on, you know, how bad your EDS is, or, oh my god, suddenly my veins are breaking. Yeah, that's a thing. But before I got really sick, and before I got diagnosed, I used to be a gymnast, and I actually might be potentially dead, potentially paralyzed from the neck down if I didn't have EDS. So I used to do the uneven parallel bars. Loved it, by the way. Flipping through the air is hella fun. I do miss it. Sort of. I do and I don't. I miss the feeling. I don't miss the training or the injuries or the drama. But basically, long story short, one day I was doing practice, and I need another diaper to stuff. Hang on. That is the wrong insert. That's my nighttime inserts for Ellie's butt. I reached for, I had some blisters on my hands that were particularly bad, and one of them had been bleeding, and I didn't notice. And I went to, I flipped up from the bottom bar, went to grab the top bar, slipped on the blood on my hands, and fell. When you miss a grip like that, how you fall can be, you know, not a big deal, and it can also be a really big deal. I fell in, like, the worst possible way. I fell in a way that caused me to land on, like, this side of my head, like, so not the top and not the side, but enough, and it, like, just launched my head to the side. And if I didn't have the hypermobility that comes with EDS, I would have broken my neck, the paramedics said. So, fun. So I, you know, escaped that. And, the funny part is that they said that I was fine. I didn't even have, like, a sprain. So they were like, yeah, she's cool. She can, continue with her day. So my coach actually told me, like, why don't you take a break from the bars and take a run at the horse? And I'm like, okay. Horse is not my competition, but she just wants me to exercise, so that's cool. Took a run at the horse, and I guess I was still pretty disoriented, a little woozy, because I did not come off the jumping platform well at all. I caught the horse all wrong, and I tumbled over it and fell on my head in the exact same way and snapped my neck to the side in the exact same way. They sent me home after that. They were like, yeah, no, you're done for the day. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm done for the day. But yeah, thank you, EDS, for that. I suppose other people would say that, like, a really good side effect of EDS is it makes you look young, but I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't think that that's necessarily, like, a perk, because it was super annoying when I used to drink, which I don't drink anymore, but when I used to drink and I would go out drinking, it was very annoying because I'd get carded. To the point where they would, like, be checking my ID to see if it was fake. It didn't help that when I was younger, my mom and I would go out drinking, and she would always, like, give the bouncer, like, she thought it was hilarious to tell the bouncer that I was 14. Thanks, Mom. So, anyway, yeah, that's EDS stuff. Let's see. Oh, Driving Me Spare asks, can I be nosy and ask, what are you studying now? I am actually studying DevOps. I started out studying Python as part of my DevOps education, but I found that, like, so I'm studying on my own, independent study here at home. It's actually what I'm going to be doing as soon as I'm done with this recording. I'm going to continue to stuff diapers and do more stuff on, actually today I'm doing cloud computing, so that's fun. Basically my long-term goal is to most likely do DevOps for AWS systems. But I'm not super picky, honestly. I just like technical things. It's fun. I enjoy it. But I had started studying, or it started with Python because I actually have a background in software application programming, like from years ago, like not quite a decade, but close to. That's what my my first degree was software application programming, SAP. And then when I went to university, they were actually pioneering a new degree called IT Innovations, which was very open-ended. Essentially, you could take whatever classes under the IT umbrella that you wanted, and in any order that you wanted. So it basically freeform. Like, the required curriculum was very limited. They did have some. There was some required curriculum, but it was a very open-ended degree, and the point of it was that at the end, you had to not just present, like, a product, but you had to be able to sell it. Now, I don't know if that's still the case. Like, it was brand new. I was actually the first person in that program, and when I got sick and had to leave university, I thus did not finish that program, but it was a really fascinating way to approach a degree like that. So I'm assuming they've probably since changed and refined it over time, because that's, it was an experimental degree. But my end goal in that program was, at the time, I had this really, and I still do actually, I shouldn't say at the time, but I really wanted to get into programming. I wanted to design applications. I thought that was really fascinating. But I didn't want to just design any old applications. No. I wanted to minor in criminal forensic science, and I wanted to pioneer technology that would help prove guilt or innocence in criminal cases. So better ways of analyzing forensic data, better ways of looking at digital data, that sort of thing. And obviously, that's not what I did and not what I'm doing now. Now I just want to play with servers. Yay! But yeah, so right now I took a break from doing Python because I don't have to have Python to do DevOps. And so it was more of like I want to do Python alongside my DevOps, because Python is honestly, Python's a great language. I love it. It's so useful. It's really versatile, and it's got probably my favorite syntactic structures and It's just, I like Python, but it wasn't, I needed to not make it my primary focus. My primary focus really needs to be what's going to make me, employable. And what's going to make me employable is having my DevOps certification. So I went back to my DevOps core curriculum, and now I am currently working on, like I said, cloud computing. So that's fun. Yeah, that's that. And I think that was all the questions I had. Yeah. So again, thank you for your questions, and I'm gonna finish stuffing some diapers. They smell like detergent. Yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys next week. Oh, and apologies for not having one last week. Our schedule here changed, and so I was gonna be doing Thursdays, but now I'm not. I don't have time on Thursdays, so now I'm switching to Fridays, which is why today is a Friday. Wait, is today Friday? It has to be Friday. It has to be. There's no way. Okay. Um, so switching it to Fridays, and last week with the schedule change combined with some other stuff that was going on, I just did not have time. Got way super busy. But yeah, so, it happens. But no big deal. We got to our questions today, and I'm still under 15 minutes, which has been my ultimate goal, is to not, like, run over that 15-minute marker, because, yeah. I don't have that kind of attention span. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, I'm going to go back to stuffing diapers, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye.